Hello again. So, this really isn't a part 4, but this is more like afterthoughts. Just things I just want to talk about, get off my chest, related to the incident that happened, about a month ago. My run-in with the asshole neighbor who tried to bully me and was really condescending and just tried to, make me feel like shit. So, he's an asshole, so whatever. Someone like him doesn't deserve to live. Anyway, so it is 7:14 p.m. Pacific time, West Coast, in Oregon, 10/21/2012, and about 5:30 at 5:30 p.m. today, almost 2 hours ago, it was raining. It rains here a lot in Oregon in the wintertime, and I just watched the rain. And I was at my window here, in my room, at the front of the apartment, and I just looked down and I saw him, and I saw the asshole. I saw the asshole walk by, going this way from the apartments on the other side of me, and he was carrying a plastic bag full of trash or something, and it was sort of drizzling outside, and he looked up at me and stared at me at my window, and I just stood there, just giving him sort of a death glare back at him, and then both locked eyes, and, we had that same, I'm gonna kill you look anyway, and he just kept walking by. About a minute later, he walked by again, coming this way, and he looked up at me, and he started swearing. I couldn't really hear him through the glass, because it's really thick double pane glass, but I could hear him make out words like, I think he called me a motherfucker, and a fucker, and then he said, like, I know you, and he called me a fucker, and fucking fucker again, and he kept calling me a fucking fucker. Yeah, that's pretty much the only words I can make out, is like, fuck, and fucker, and fuck you. And I pretty much just, looked at him, and then I gave him the fucking middle finger, and I just was smiling. I was like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you too, because I knew he was insulting me. But he just kept on walking by, and he was like, yeah, motherfucker, fuck you, and he just kept walking by, and yeah. So I was afraid he was actually going to come upstairs to my apartment here and just come up to the door and knock and be like, you motherfucking goddamn fucking shit. And, so I got my machete and my gun ready just in case. Locked the door. I was ready for him. Hell, I got lighter fluid in case I just want to, light him on fire. I don't know. But, if he has a death wish, he can just come to my door anytime. Because it seems like this guy doesn't really care about life at all. He just doesn't give a shit about anything. He does what he does. And I hate that kind of person. And, well, more specifically, I hate him. I hate that asshole. I mean, like I said, told the housing authority lady last time, when I spoke to her the second time, I said, I don't know him, and I do not want to know him. And that's true. I don't know this asshole, and I don't want to know this asshole. I don't want to have anything to do with him. But I know his type. I know sooner or later I'm going to have to confront him. Or he's going to confront me, or I'm just going to lose batshit crazy and try to, actual killing him. I'm serious. I may not look it. I'm kind of, meek and antisocial and whatever, but when I go off the deep end, I go off the deep end. And I will make a motherfucker bleed. Even if he's 10 times my size. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the leader of 10 gangs. I will kill you if you make me mad enough. Or if it's worth it, or whatever, I don't care. I just go batshit crazy. So sooner or later, I know that the end is coming for me. I will not be arrested. I will not be going to jail. I'd rather die. I kind of do want to die. I mean, really, even though I've accomplished more than that asshole next door, pales in comparison to some of the things like my other friends and family have done. So, yeah. Maybe it sounds like I'm blaming other people, like my mom says, and partially that's true, and partially, like other people say, it is my fault, and it kind of is my fault, because I chose to live here knowing that this is a shitty-ass place with shitty-ass people, and I still decided to come here. Let me tell you about where I used to live. I used to live in a nice little cabin, or a little cottage house thing, 1 bedroom, pretty much out in the middle of nowhere. It was by the highway, but it was still pretty much out in the middle of nowhere. It was quiet. It was nice. What few neighbors I had were quiet too, and they lived in their own separate little houses and stuff. It was really quiet, for the most part. Yeah. It was a really nice place, and I decided to move to this stupid shitty-ass apartment to save money. It was all about the money. And to help my mom. She does a few things here and there for me, but I wanted to relieve that stress so I could become more independent, you know. It's funny because I actually came here to be more sociable, and now look at me. You know that saying, 1 step forward, 2 steps back? Well, I just can't deal with it. Some people can't deal with life, and I can't. And I need to face that fact. I'm just not ready for it. I'm not one of those people. I'm just one of those nameless, faceless strangers that just kill themselves, and that's pretty much it. You know? Yeah, yeah, 1 step forward, 10 steps back. That's how it feels. That's how my life feels right now. So yeah, I am kind of partially to blame. But the rest of it falls on these motherfuckers. Even my mom has no sympathy for me. She's unsympathetic. She doesn't give a damn if I had died that night. If I had actually, been in my right to, I felt threatened by that motherfucker a month ago when he confronted me and called me all that bad shit and was trying to pick a fight with me. My mom wouldn't have cared at all. She's just one of those people who, wouldn't fight back a rapist or anything. She would just let herself be raped. That makes me cry at night. Well, not really. It used to. Maybe 5 years ago. Now I'm just pretty much fuck my mom. I don't give a shit. She's not even my real mom. I'm adopted, motherfucker. I'm adopted from South Korea. Yeah, and I don't like to talk about it. I feel like I was abandoned. Maybe I deserve to be abandoned. Maybe even now I deserve to be abandoned. To be given up on. Because it doesn't look like there's really any hope for me. Or my life. Or anything. My mom keeps saying that I should be patient. But, well, there are times when, I just can't be patient anymore. This feels like one of those times. I mean, really, what has patience gotten me? I can't think of anything. Not really. So fuck patience. Alright, that's it. Pretty much all I have to say. For now. Alright, well. I won't be seeing you guys later, so bye.